America's brave face hides some strange secrets, but these 33 phobias are so bizarre, you'll laugh and maybe recognize one of your own. Let's get into it. Number 1. He's standing at a wedding with a champagne flute that won't stop clinking against his trembling ring finger. The mic gets shoved into his hand. Just say a few words. The best man smiles, like that phrase isn't a death sentence. His chest tightens, vision sparkles at the edges, and his brain yanks the fire alarm. Abort mission. Glossophobia, fear of public speaking, doesn't care that he rehearsed all week. His mouth dries to dessert. He hears his own voice from far away. Ladies and, gentle people. Aunt Carol is already filming in 4K. Someone whispers, "Breathe." He tries. The mic picks up a squeak he swears isn't human. "To love," he blurts, raising the glass before he pass-outs. The crowd cheers like he nailed it. Survival masquerading as a toast. Number 2. At the toddler's birthday, a pastel pink balloon winks in the sunlight, sly and round like it knows secrets. She edges toward the snack table, calculating escape routes. Globophobia, fear of balloons, turns party decor into landmines. Every squeak of rubber on shirt fabric is a countdown. Every playful squeeze from a sticky-handed kid is a fuse. "Don't pop it," she says. Too fast, too sharp. The clown grins and starts twisting another dog. Her heart taps Morse code. Run now. Someone jokes, "It's just air." She smiles like a hostage and nods, because explaining that suspense is the terror, the not knowing when the bang will come, never lands. The birthday song starts. On Cha-Cha-Cha, a balloon pops. She's already halfway down the driveway, cupcake frosting on her sleeve, dignity somewhere back by the piñata. Number 3. Hotel front desk, midnight. He slides the key card back like it's crackling with static. "I can't take room 666, he whispers. The receptionist chuckles. "Sir, it's just a number." But hexacosioi hexacanta hexaphobia turns digits into omens. He imagines waking at 3:00 a.m. to the TV flicking on, the thermostat dropping, a shadow perched in the corner saying nothing, just counting. "Any other room?" he pleads. The night manager taps a keyboard, finds 664. "How about this?" He exhales, relieved enough to laugh at himself. Later, as he swipes into 664, he spots the door across the hall. 666. Quiet, normal, unbothered. Someone inside snores. He locks every latch anyway, drapes the mirror and sleeps with one shoe on, like a flight might be called. Superstition, yes, but sleep comes easier when the math behaves. Number 4. Boardwalk, sunrise. She stares at the blue-black mouth of the ocean like it's an open elevator shaft. Thalassophobia isn't about sharks or drowning. It's the abyss itself, the idea that beneath your toes is forever. She wades to her ankles. Something, ribbon smooth, grazes her skin. Seaweed, probably. And her brain projects a 30-foot silhouette rising. A wave slaps her knees. She hears a scream, realizes it's hers. Kids splash nearby, fearless, shrieking joy. She envies them, then steps back to the sand's safety like a negotiator backing out of a hostage scene. "You okay?" a lifeguard asks. "Just respecting the ocean," she says, wrapping the towel tighter. Later, she watches surfers disappear into that big blue door and reappear laughing. Braver people treat the sea like a playground. She treats it like a cathedral. Enter slowly, whisper, and never turn your back. Number 5. Sunlight leaks through the blinds, and he slaps them shut like it's a raid. Heliophobia makes noon feel hostile, a bright pressure you can't quite outrun. He's got SPF lined up like little soldiers, 30, 50, 100, and errands scheduled for midnight, hoodie up, cap low, vampire chic. Friends send beach invites. He sends heart emojis, and next time, lies. The world worships summer. He learns to move through it like shade is a religion. He's memorized every patch of awning, every tree canopy that stitches a safe corridor down Main Street. On brave days, he tries a short walk at dusk and feels the sun's afterglow on the sidewalk like heat left by an argument. People say, "It's good for you." He nods kindly. For them, maybe. For him, survival is soft light, quiet rooms, and curtains that close like a promise. Number 6. It starts as stubble. Then the line cook turns, revealing a dense, heroic beard, and her pulse spikes. Pogonophobia is not a preference, it's a switch. The unknown under the fuzz, the way it hides expressions, the sensory threat of scratch against skin, panic in a single jawline. She avoids Santa photos, artisanal coffee, and men named Thor. At family dinner, Uncle Joe's December face arrives, full Yukon. "Still doing Movember in January?" she jokes, aiming for casual while mapping the nearest exit. He goes in for a hug. She sidesteps into a high five, then wipes her palm under the table like she touched a hot stove. People tease, "It's just hair." She breathes slowly, counts objects, anchors the room. It's not logic, it's wiring. And today, victory looks like finishing her plate and making it to the car without sprinting. Number 7. He sets out to make chicken and ends up negotiating with doom. Magirocophobia, fear of cooking, turns the kitchen into a courtroom where the chicken is Exhibit A and he's on trial for manslaughter. He Googles internal temperatures like they're bomb codes, 105 degrees Celsius. He stares at the thermometer, convinced it lies. Oil pops. He flinches like it fired a warning shot. "Order in the court," he mutters, flipping with tongs at arm's length. Friends say, "Relax, it's dinner." He pictures headlines. Man poisons everyone with Pinterest. He overcooks the chicken into a witness protection program, dry and unrecognizable, then incinerates the pan just to be sure. When the smoke alarm screams, he salutes it. Finally, he plates the food, sits, and tastes sawdust with lemon. Safe, though. Safe tastes bland, but it tastes like everyone will text tomorrow. That's a win. Number 8. He pulls out a $20 bill at the grocery store, and his hands shake like he's handling toxic waste. Chromophobia, fear of money itself. It's not about going broke, it's the object. The green paper, the coins clinking like chains. At checkout, he pushes his debit card forward with 2 fingers, holding his breath until the screen says approved. He avoids wallets, skips Monopoly night, and insists on contactless pay, like it's holy water. His friends think he's cheap, maybe lazy. But the truth? A single glimpse of cash tightens his chest. He once tipped a barista with a lottery scratcher just to dodge the bills in his pocket. They laughed. He didn't. Currency isn't opportunity. It's panic folded into neat rectangles. Number 9. The ring sparkles. The vows are red, and his chest feels like it's closing in. Gamophobia, fear of marriage. He loves her, sure, but the idea of a contract, a ceremony, a forever carved in stone, his brain screams, trap. In the aisle, the minister's words stretch into sirens. "Till death do you part." His palms drip, his vision darts to the exit sign glowing like salvation. He imagines himself sprinting down the church steps like a fugitive, tux jacket flapping, groomsmen chasing. People joke it's cold feet, but this isn't nerves. It's dread of being caged by love itself. The kiss comes, applause roars, and he smiles for the photos. Inside, he's already planning escape routes in case forever starts feeling like prison. If you've survived 10 phobias without developing a new one, congrats. You're braver than half this list. Go ahead and subscribe before I find out you're secretly afraid of commitment. Number 10. Public restroom stall. Door locked. He's gripping the sides of the toilet seat like a lifeline. Coprostosophobia, fear of constipation. His whole life has turned into rituals. Kale shakes, fiber powders, pill bottles lined like soldiers. Vacations? Impossible. What if the plumbing betrays him abroad? He maps safe bathrooms like cartographers map oceans. Tonight he chews his 10th prune, checking the clock, waiting. His friends laugh about spicy wings. He flinches, cataloging risks. It's not just fear of discomfort, it's fear of his body turning traitor. He whispers encouragement like a coach before the big game. Come on, you can do this. For him, regularity isn't just health, it's survival. And every bathroom trip is a silent battle no one else sees. Number 11, the fitting room is too small, the air stale. She tugs at a zipper and suddenly, the walls press in. Claustrophobia. The door is 3 feet away, but her brain screams no exit. Sweat beads. She imagines pounding on the wall, clawing through drywall just to breathe. Elevators? Forget it. She'll hike 10 flights before stepping in a steel coffin. Friends suggest escape rooms for fun. She nearly laughs herself sick. Nothing fun about choking on air that feels rationed. She shoves the shirt back on its hanger, forces the latch open, and gulps hallway oxygen like she's just escaped drowning. Others just see a cramped booth in a department store. She feels she survived a near-death experience, disguised as retail. Number 12, the family picnic. Kids laughing. A toddler waddles up, frosting smeared across his cheeks. She bolts. Pedophobia, fear of children. Not dislike, terror. Their shrieks, their unpredictable grabs, the sticky chaos. Her sister calls, "Come hold him!" She shakes her head, mutters, "Allergies," and backs toward the car. Her chest tightens like she's cornered by wild animals. School zones feel like minefields. Playgrounds like apocalypse zones. She's learned routes around them. At Christmas, she fakes stomach bugs to skip family gatherings. People call her cold, accuse her of hating kids, but hate is simple. This is panic, raw and unfiltered. The sight of tiny hands reaching out sends her heart sprinting. Babysitting isn't horror. It's nightmare fuel. Number 13, alarm rings. Workday again. His stomach twists. Not laziness, not Monday blues. Ergophobia, the fear of work itself. He sits at his desk, eyes locked on the glowing monitor like it's a firing squad. Even small tasks feel like weighted chains. Emails, deadlines, phone calls. He shakes, convinced he'll screw up, be judged, fail spectacularly. Coworkers laugh at memes while he grips the desk, chest tight. Just relax, they say. But their voices are miles away. Every spreadsheet feels like a mountain. Every meeting a courtroom where he's the accused. He dreams of quitting, vanishing. But then what? Even chores, mowing, bills. Work follows everywhere. He's not lazy. He's trapped in a life where the very concept of labor feels lethal. Number 14. The circus tent erupts in cheers, but she can't hear them. Her eyes are locked on the painted man. Coulrophobia, fear of clowns. The white face, the frozen grin, the squeaky shoes that get too close. Pop culture made them monsters, but her brain didn't need help. The birthday clown pulls a balloon from his bag. Her knees wobble. Smile, someone urges, but her throat squeezes. Every honk of the red nose is thunder. Her friends laugh. It's just makeup. She knows better. The face isn't real. The emotion's hidden. What lurks under the mask? She bolts before the magic trick begins, heart racing. Later, she scrolls past a movie poster with a clown's grin and slams her phone down. Fiction, yes. Terror, also yes. Number 15, shower drain, clogged with strands. She freezes. Chatophobia, fear of hair. Loose. Hair in the sink isn't gross, it's horror. She pictures it wriggling alive, clogging pipes on purpose. At the salon, clumps on the floor make her gag. It's just hair, the stylist says, sweeping. She nods, eyes darting like she's in a crime scene. Friends laugh when she insists on lint rollers before hugs. They don't see the panic, the way her chest tightens, if even a single strand sticks to her arm. For her, stray hairs aren't leftovers of beauty. They're traps. And tonight, she'll sweep the bathroom 3 times before daring to step inside again. Some people shed. She survives the fallout. Number 16, the bath runs. Steam rises. He stares at the water like it's molten lava. A blutophobia, fear of bathing. For him, it's not laziness, it's panic. Every drop feels hostile, every splash a suffocating blanket. He wipes with paper towels, sprays cologne like armor, avoids showers until excuses pile higher than laundry. Roommates complain. He shrugs. Sensitive skin. Truth? His skin prickles with terror at the thought of soap and running water. He's lost friendships over the smell, dates over the avoidance. A simple shower is his Everest. People joke, "Man, you hate showers." Hate is easy. Fear is harder. And tonight, he'll crawl into bed sweaty and ashamed, whispering, "Maybe tomorrow," knowing tomorrow won't come. Number 17. She stares at the abstract art on the museum wall and feels her pulse race. Cacophobia, fear of ugliness. To most, it's just a weird painting. To her, distorted shapes and warped faces feel like weapons. The world becomes a minefield of things not pretty enough, out of line, too broken. She avoids thrift stores, messy houses, even certain TV shows. Her friends call her shallow. She wishes that were true, but her panic is primal, raw. "Don't look," she whispers to herself, turning away from a cracked mirror like it might swallow her. Beauty isn't vanity here, it's survival. And ugly isn't just distasteful. It's danger with jagged edges. Number 18. Beach day. Sun high, bodies stretched across towels. He keeps his shirt tugged low, refusing to glance at his own stomach. Omphallophobia, fear of belly buttons. Touching one? Impossible. Looking. Panic. When someone jokingly pokes his midsection, he recoils like it's a gunshot. At the pool, he avoids eye contact with anyone shirtless, scanning the ground, praying no one notices his avoidance. His girlfriend once teased, "What's the big deal? Everyone has one." He snapped, "Don't say it." The word alone makes his skin crawl. People laugh, but for him, belly buttons aren't harmless. They're black holes of dread, small portals into a panic he can't explain, only feel. Number 19. Wine glasses clink at the party. He grips his soda like a shield. Methophobia, fear of alcohol. Bottles on shelves, the smell of beer on breath, even the idea of liquor can send his pulse racing. "Just one drink," they coax. He shakes his head, scanning exits, imagining collapse, poisoning, chaos. Trauma or control, whatever the route, booze isn't fun to him. It's a monster in a bottle. His friends laugh. "You're missing out." He forces a grin, but in his mind, that glass isn't harmless. It's a trap disguised as celebration, and he won't touch it. Not tonight, not ever. Better to be mocked than to risk one sip of fear. If any of these fears sound familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. But if you don't subscribe, I might have to add fear of good decisions as number 34. Number 20. The smartphone battery hits 3%, and she's already sweating. Nomophobia, fear of being without your phone. She checks her pocket every 60 seconds, charger packs in every bag. When the signal dies in an elevator, she whispers, "No, no, no," like she's praying. Friends laugh when she says she'd rather lose her wallet than her phone. But she means it. Without it, she feels severed, naked, defenseless. People joke, "Addicted much?" But it isn't addiction. It's panic at silence, dread of being cut loose from the digital tether that feels like oxygen. For her, no bars on the screen means no safety net. And that's unbearable. Number 21. The crosswalk light flashes walk. He doesn't move. Dromophobia, fear of crossing streets. Cars idle, a horn blares, but his shoes feel nailed down. His chest floods with dread. What if a driver runs the red? What if he trips? He takes detours for blocks to avoid intersections, memorizes pedestrian bridges like escape hatches. Friends tease, "Come on, it's just a street." To him, it's a battlefield. Asphalt isn't road, it's threat. When he finally crosses, legs shaking, he mutters, "Made it." Pedestrians stream around, unaware of the silent war he just fought between curb and curb. One step to them, 1,000 to him. Number 22. It's lunch break. A peanut butter sandwich stares at her like a loaded gun. Arachibutyrophobia, the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of the mouth. Friends joke, "What, allergic?" Not even close. One bite and she imagines suffocating, choking, glue sealing her throat. Reese's commercials feel like horror trailers. At work, she dodges break room cookies because who knows if peanut butter snuck in. Kids laugh when she refuses PB&J, but she's not laughing. Even the sound of the jar lid twisting open spikes her pulse. Her roommate once left a spoon in the sink, coated thick. She froze, then dumped it with tongs like biohazard. For her, peanuts aren't snacks. They're sticky traps waiting to ambush. Number 23. Feathers float gently in a craft store aisle. He stumbles back like it's a rattlesnake. Pteronophobia, fear of being tickled by feathers. The softness is the threat. A single brush feels like invisible fingers creeping toward him. Down pillows? Enemy territory? Bird exhibits? Forget it. One girlfriend once playfully dragged a feather across his arm. He yelped like she'd stabbed him. "Relax," she laughed. But he couldn't. That touch wasn't funny. It was panic in disguise. At Halloween, he avoids costumes with boas. In bedding stores, he sidesteps displays like landmines. People cuddle under comforters. He sees feather prisons waiting to collapse. Silly to others. To him, it's torture light as air. Number 24. Date night at the Italian place. The waiter announces garlic bread. She freezes. Allium phobia, fear of garlic. The smell, the taste, even the thought sends her spiraling. She interrogates menus like a detective. Is it cooked with oil? Any garnish? Waiters nod politely while her date hides a smile. Just a little won't hurt, people say. Wrong. One whiff and her stomach knots. Vampires? Cute myth. For her, garlic is the real monster. She avoids pizza parlors, pasta joints, even grocery aisles near the produce section. She dreams of bland food, safe food. "I'll take mine plain," she whispers over and over, while the rest of the world dunks bread in joy. Number 25. He reaches out to shake hands, stops. Chirophobia, fear of hands, not dirty hands, all hands, including his own. He keeps gloves on in winter, pockets stuffed in summer just to dodge accidental skin contact. Friends tease germaphobe, but it isn't germs. It's shape, touch, gestures, the whole package. Weddings, job interviews, family reunions, each handshake a horror. He once ducked behind a vending machine to avoid a high five. Mirrors are worse. Watching his own fingers move feels alien, grotesque. He curls them into fists to hide them, but the panic never leaves. Others see tools, gestures, greetings. He sees hands as constant threats attached to everyone he meets, including himself. Number 26. Thunder cracks, lightning flares. She's under the bed like a cat. Astrophobia, fear of thunderstorms. For her, thunder isn't weather, it's artillery. She checks weather apps hourly, cancels plans at the faintest rain icon. Her neighbors laugh. It's just summer. But her chest says war zone. The sky lights, and she hears countdowns to doom. Childhood storms carved the panic in, and now every flash resurrects it. She stockpiles earplugs, playlists, even sits in the bathtub for safety, clutching a blanket. When others watch lightning shows from porches, she whispers prayers, begging clouds to roll on. Nature's just doing its thing. To her, it's assault disguised as weather. Number 27. New job, new city, new you. The billboard beams. He glares. Metathesiophobia, fear of change. To others, it's exciting. To him, it's terror in motion. New jobs mean failure waiting. New furniture feels like betrayal. Even a different brand of cereal spikes his pulse. His roommate switched couches last week. He hasn't sat in the living room since. Friends call him stuck in his ways. He calls it survival. Change is an opportunity. It's ground shaking underfoot. People say, "You'll adapt." He hears, "You'll collapse." So he clings to old routines, old habits, Same shirts, same streets. Life moves, but he resists, trapped in yesterday where at least the panic is predictable. Number 28. The antique doll sits on the shelf, glass eyes gleaming. She won't step into the room. Pediophobia, fear of dolls, porcelain, plastic, Barbie, doesn't matter. Frozen smiles hide horrors. She swears their heads turn when she blinks. Chucky and Annabelle didn't help. Hollywood poured gasoline on her fear. At Grandma's attic, she once screamed so loud the neighbors knocked, all because of a cracked doll slumped in a box. Friends tease, "It's just a toy." Toys don't whisper. Toys don't watch. She locks her own childhood dolls in closets, wrapped in towels like cursed relics. Out of sight isn't out of mind, but at least she can breathe again. Number 29. The train whistle howls in the distance. His pulse jumps. Siderodromophobia, fear of trains. To most, it's an efficient commute. To him, it's a steel coffin on rails. Even the vibration underfoot feels like doom rolling closer. Once, co-workers begged him to join a group trip. He agreed, then froze on the platform, watching everyone else board while he stood rigid, drenched in sweat. "Come on, man, it's safe!" someone shouted. But his mind painted derailments, sparks, cages moving too fast to escape. He backed away, muttering excuses, while the train slid off without him. People shrug. "Just ride it once, you'll see." He doesn't need to see. He already hears the scream of metal in his dreams. Number 30, the front door creaks open. Relief, right? Not for her. Oikophobia, fear of home. For her, walls don't protect. They press in. A roof doesn't shelter, it smothers. After a long day, most people collapse on the couch. She paces, heart hammering, convinced shadows are watching from corners, convinced air itself is heavier inside. She dreads mail piling on the counter, dishes in the sink, the quiet hum of the fridge. Home isn't comfort. It's a haunted house she can't abandon. She spends hours at cafes, malls, even parked in her car, just to avoid going back inside. When she finally does, it's with shallow breaths, each room a minefield of panic she calls living. Number 31. The apartment door shuts behind him. Silence. Too much silence. Autophobia. Fear of being alone. Even with Netflix blaring, the emptiness gnaws. He texts friends back to back. "Hey, you up? What's new? Wanna hang?" If no reply, his chest tightens. People think it's clingy. It's not. It's dread. Being alone isn't boring. It's suffocating, as if abandonment is stitched into his DNA. He'll sit in a crowded diner just to feel the hum of voices. At night, the absence of footsteps in the hall makes him sweat. Others recharge in solitude. He rots in it. He doesn't need entertainment, he needs proof someone else exists. That's the only way the shadows in his mind stay quiet. Number 32. He scratches the lottery ticket and sees dollar signs. Instead of joy, his throat clamps. Plutophobia, fear of wealth. Sounds absurd, right? Who's scared of being rich? But money to him isn't freedom. It's pressure, corruption, danger. He's seen people change when fortunes arrive, and he dreads becoming one of them. When a promotion came with a big raise, he declined, mumbling something about work-life balance. His boss looked baffled. Friends call him insane. He shrugs, pocketing just enough to scrape by. For him, wealth feels like quicksand. The more you grab, the faster you sink. Poverty isn't ideal, but at least it doesn't keep him up at night. Winning the lottery would be his personal apocalypse. Number 33. The classroom falls silent. The teacher writes one word on the board. Long, twisted, endless. He grips the desk. Hippopotamonstrous squipedaliophobia. Fear of long words. Whoever named it had a cruel sense of humor. Academic papers, medical reports, even legal documents make his chest race. Once, during a spelling bee, he fainted before finishing a 13-letter monster. His classmates thought it was comedy gold. He didn't. To him, the length of a word isn't clever. It's hostile. He'll skim menus, dodge vocab tests, even feign headaches to escape. People laugh. What's scary about a word? Everything, when it stretches like a tongue-twister snake across the page. To him, long words don't educate. They attack. And that's it. 33 of the strangest phobias you'll ever hear about. From balloons to belly buttons, these fears prove that terror hides in the smallest corners of life. Now I've got to ask, what's your weirdest fear? Drop it in the comments, and let's see which one tops this list. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around, because the next fear might be hiding closer than you think.